I don't know where we're going. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's just doesn't stop. Okay, maybe here it's a good frame to talk about nothing. Hi! So I was thinking, how can I show you more of New York? And I had the idea to go to 3 new areas of New York because, you know, I'm always in the same area. And if you don't live in New York or you don't have the chance to go to New York a lot, I think it's also interesting to see other parts. I actually wanted to start with the parts that I also don't really know. And one of these parts is... Wait, actually you have to guess. Okay, we're gonna play a little game. I want to show you a few scenes and you can guess what it is.
This is just a church.
Oh, but it's very pretty. Honestly, it does look a little bit like Boston. I mean, not really, but we're so sweaty.
Yeah, it's really hot and humid.
Look in your shirt, wet shirt. Oh, it's pretty. It looks almost European, but okay, I'm gonna tell you where we are. So we're by a university. You know, I love the whole university neighborhoods. I love looking at students. I love imagining what my life would be if I was a student. Okay, I don't know if you know this about me, but when I started doing content creation, it actually happened by accident because I was doing a gap year after my bachelor's. I was just so exhausted and I knew I wanted to do my master's degree and I knew I wanted to do it in America. And I was looking at obviously like the most known unis and Columbia was very high up because, maybe I'm lying, but I think it's easier to get into here. Like the GMAT score is less here than it would have been for Harvard, for example. But what's this area? What's the area code? Okay, look at this. I don't know where we're going, but does it look pretty? Because I think in real life it looks really pretty and I was actually surprised because I had no expectations at all, but I just feel like I've never seen this. So that's really cool.
Ah, let's do it. Talk to you later.
Bye. Jürgen, this is so cute here.
Yeah, where are we?
It's like the better Upper East Side. I'm just kidding. I'm so clueless about the like Upper East and West Side, but it's so beautiful here. As you can hear, we're still not over Germany's laws. It's so funny, all my German friends and I, we still talk about it. It was Friday and now it's like mid-week and we're still not over it. And we said that we will still talk about this in 10 years because we feel so robbed of an opportunity. But of course it's also part of the game, so it's totally okay. Wait, what's this? Little alley. I'm just in explore mode. I love it. Oh, look how pretty. Let's go over there. Let's go back to University Land. You need to enter through a gate. Oh my God. So pretty. Okay, so the thing is, I woke up at 3 a.m. today. 3 a.m. So I'm feeling a bit funky. And the reason why I did that is because I had an epiphany and I had an idea and it made me so excited that I couldn't sleep. And also, I guess I'm still in European mode. If I talk nonsense today, I apologize because I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. So shall we try to like enter through the gate?
Yeah.
Wait, let's film these flowers. They're so pretty. Imagine being a bee and then you land on this beautiful flower and you like try to get your pollen, like your whatever they are doing. And it's like going back and forth. That's so stressful. They work so hard, these little bees. Wow, it's so beautiful. Okay, this is actually insane. Oh my God, this is so pretty. I don't know if you can see my sweat drop. Drip. This is so major. I didn't know it's so major. I love universities. I hope I'll be one day so smart and successful that I can be like a guest lecturer, but not like a resident. You know what I mean? Like I will actually like live near campus and like have the youth, the future of humanity in front of me and inspire and motivate them. That would be actually funny if it works out because then I have this video. I'm so into like the whole time traveling thing. It's like all I can think about. So maybe I'm from the future. You don't know.
What do we see here?
It's library and another library, right? That's a library, no? It's so pretty. I can can't get over it. Did you know that it's so pretty?
No.
It looks so major. It's like more beautiful than Harvard. Sorry. Somebody had to say it. I mean, not that that's what about. I'm a great appreciator of beauty. I love beauty. And this, my friends, is beauty for me. Wow. Oh my God. Look at these people touring. It must be so exciting. University. But you know what I think is so weird? Like when we think of college people, we think of them as like, not old, but like, I remember when I went to college, I'm like, old. And now when I see the college kids, I'm like, oh my God, you guys are babies. But it's a general thing, even like when we watch soccer, right? It's so weird that these guys are younger than me. And I think the last time I watched soccer was 10 years ago. So obviously they were like a little bit older than me back then. And now they're just so much younger. And in like the next Euro Cup, some of them could be my kids if I became a mother at a very young age. That just blows my mind. But I love aging because I love living. Can you see how my face is dripping? But I think you look even better, Jürgen.
I'm just so hot. Look at this.
But you know, the weird thing is when you're younger, like your 20s, mid-20s, you try to look older. Like you wear a lot of makeup, and then it changes. Like when you're 30, I mean, I don't know who's 30 here. I almost got caught as a fraud. I'm a fraud on campus. I'm a fake wannabe student. And then when you're 30, you try to look younger, so the makeup might be more natural, I mean in my case. And then I sent a photo to my friend and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I didn't say that I look older, but like obviously, you know, you age. It's not just like the face that's changing, but also the way you carry yourself. I feel like with age you become more, how do I say it? Not like classier, but maybe a little bit more sophisticated. Maybe, and not always. But she replied to me and she was like, oh my God, it's such a privilege. And this is so true. And I never forget when I was literally in high school and I was maybe in 9th grade, like I was really young. And we were talking about different decades of your life. And I remember even back then, I was thinking, I'm like, it must suck to be like 70s or 80s. Like, and how old was I? How old are you in 9th grade? Like 14. And my best friend back then, he said something so smart that still stuck with me because consider it was like 20 years ago. I'm like, the math is not mathing. And he said that like every decade of your life has something really beautiful about it. And back then it like changed my brain because I was like, oh, wow, he's right. There's good and bad about every decade of your life, and I wouldn't want to go back to my 20s. I actually really love being in my 30s. And I always say it's just gonna get better. That's a sign for me to stop talking. Deutsches Haus, King's Crown, the German house. How does it feel to live my dream? I can't. Why do not more people live here? Maybe they do, maybe just not my bubble. It's so beautiful. This is how I imagine Seattle. I don't know why, I've never been to Seattle. Oh my God, it just doesn't stop. This from the inside must look insane. Like the light must be insane. Another sweaty day in New York. So we're in an area that is one of the best areas in New York. A lot of celebrities live here. It's very family friendly. It's not far from Soho, but it's far enough to have a different vibe. And I always call it the clean Soho. We're on a hunt for coffee. This morning, we woke up at 4:30. It was so smart. So I did one smart and one stupid thing. One stupid thing is I scheduled a meeting for 5 a.m. because it was a meeting with Europe, so it's 11 a.m. in Europe. I just wasn't thinking, you know what happens. But the smart thing is that I kept fighting against my jet lag. And I think that's good. Why am I telling you this? Because now it's almost 7 and I am dying to have a coffee. Jürgen and I, we walked here and we both looked at each other and we were like, this coffee is gonna be good. Or maybe I should tell them now what it is. It's called Tribeca and it stands for, let me check, Triangle Below Canal Street. Okay, so this is the vibe that we're dealing with. It's like a bigger, cleaner, more spacious and quieter Soho. I have to say, it's particularly nice today. I always thought there's like nothing going on. It's like the Saint-Germain of New York. I love, so one thing that's so funny to me about New York, so many people, like I kid you not, so many people carry their dogs on strollers. And I just never seen it anywhere else. And it's such a thing here, like people do it. If I would put Rue on a stroller, she wouldn't have it. Son. Oh. Mother. Oh, wow, beautiful day. Beautiful day. And the buildings here, they're really pretty. Guys, I think my life was just changed in this moment. I cannot show you what we saw inside. So the coffee place is called Interlude and I've never experienced this vibe that I just saw inside. It was the most awe I've ever seen in any place. The whole vibe of the people inside, like beautiful main character, like different generations. Like there's one table with like mother, daughter, like grandmother, mother, daughter. Beautiful. And then the vibe of the barista, 20 out of 10. Okay, let's try the coffee because wow, it's good. In this moment, I knew I have to be here one day. Like, I have to live in this area one day. And the sun's so silly on camera, I'm 100% sure, but the emotions, like when I feel something very, very strongly, like everything is like vibrating. Like, there was just such a energetic and I love it. And I'm happy we have it on camera. Wow, that was, I hope you know what I'm talking about because these moments are, they're the best. When you're just blown away by the aura and the vibe and the energy and the people, it's the best.
Alright, I will try my coffee now.
Over there, like over there, is a coffee called The Laughing Man. Who is the owner?
I forgot the name.
Okay, so some actor owns it and it's quite good. We usually always go there. So this is like the only part I've seen of Tribeca so far until today.
Looks like we're in the forest.
Jungle, no?
But we are
Screaming, it's so pretty. I'm actually so grateful that you exist. Because if I wasn't doing YouTube, and you know YouTube is like my smallest social media, and I'm so glad that I didn't let this have meaning in terms of, you know, when you make a business decision, you look at what works the best and then you double down on that. And I'm so glad that I have YouTube as it almost feels like a hobby. And without YouTube, I wouldn't explore New York in the way that I'm doing right now. And I'm so grateful that because of YouTube, I put in energy to explore different parts of New York. And that made me think that I think everybody should document whatever they wanted to achieve. Like if you're trying to achieve a certain fitness goal, or in my example, it's like experiencing as many beautiful things as I can. And I'm so happy that I documented because otherwise I wouldn't have this experience, and I'm very grateful for this experience. I feel like I'm in a different New York, and I've been to Tribeca many, many times, but always in the same. I went to like the Laughing Man, and I see this part of the city with new eyes, and it made me think that, and like that's common sense, right? But you can experience the same place in so many different ways, and like people in the same environment can have such a different experience. And the fact that I just had to put in a little effort and walk a little bit to get here, and it makes me so excited. I just want to explore everything. Like we got into this routine of, well, I also love a routine. Like I love having your local coffee place. I love that too. So I think it's a balance of having your thing and exploring new places. But now what I love is that it makes me very excited about going back to Europe and like just trying new things. I want to like widen my
Horizon.
No, it's not horizon, just experiences. I mean, yeah, of course, also horizon, right? So, do you want to show the bagel?
So we have 2 bagels, Xenia's and mine. And you won't believe it, but it's everything bagels with cream cheese and some extra toppings. How do I show it? I open yours? That's crazy, no? Okay, I open mine. Okay, let me guys show you. Oh.
That's yours, right?
Yeah, why are bagel not a thing in Europe or like Germany? Do you know?
I have a theory.
Tell us.
My theory is that portions in Europe are normal, so bagel would be quite normal. And if a bagel is normal, like it's more like a snack, it's not a proper meal. But in the land of big portions and big sizes, this is what you get. This is like, I mean, okay.
Wow.
There's like more cream cheese than bread. It's so funny. Okay, that's a bit extreme, but it's so good. And I think that's the reason, because imagine in Germany you would have these portions, people would be like, who is gonna finish that? Good morning. I'm lying, it's not morning. It's 1:30. I just woke up from a little nap. To a bookstore because I told myself I can go to a bookstore once this New York stay, and then we went to the WA. I thought it would be really nice to read and chill on the grass, because every time I go for a run and I run by these little grassy spots, I'm like, wow, must be so nice to read there. And I think generally it's right. Wow, can you tell I'm so slow? It's just so warm that you read and you pass out. You know? That vibe. So welcome to our little oasis in New York. It's really quiet and peaceful here. So I went to a bookstore and I bought some books. Surprising, unexpected, groundbreaking. And let me show you some books that I got. Okay, this is called Drunkard's Walk. And it's about how randomness rules our lives. And that's a topic that, I don't know, lately I've been thinking so much about this because, you know, I've been reading so much about parallel universes. I've been watching a lot of series about parallel universes and how with every single decision that you make, every single day, you create a new parallel universe. So obviously that's a theory, and like who knows if that's just like a fantasy. I think it will be impossible to prove it. It's just a theory, but it's such a fascinating theory. But this made me think about every single decision that I make in my everyday life, because it's not just my decisions, but it's also other people's decisions. Like we all influence each other. And then I thought about all the chances that things happen the way they happen and how unlikely and likely everything is. Like anything can happen at any time. And at the same time, it's so unlikely that a particular thing will happen. I don't know if that makes sense. But suddenly I put a lot of pressure on my decisions because I was like, oh my God, if I do this, will this like change my life? And I think there's no way to control everything. Like you just can't. But I think the whole topic of chance and how much we have influence about randomness is just very interesting. And then, I got math books. So why did I get a math book? So this one is Math with Bad Drawings. I don't know, it looked really good. And I think in general, everybody should have a really good understanding of math. And I'm not talking about the school, like, you know, we like learn math in school and we're like, it is so stupid. Why do we need this? But I think math is the language of the world or the universe. It's so interesting if you can think mathematically, and I think everybody should have a basic mathematical understanding of the world. And I got another math book. I think it's like in general, oh my god, it literally says the quote that I just said to you. In order to understand the universe, you must know the language in which it is written, and that language is mathematics. It's so interesting. Even if you hate math, like if you were in school and you hate math, like I get it. Just go on YouTube and check out like random videos about math. It's so interesting. Even just looking at videos about infinity. Infinity is a number that we cannot understand. Like our brain does not comprehend it. So it's really such a fun mindfuck to watch these videos about, you know, the hotel paradox, and there's an infinite amount of numbers between 0 and 1. And it's the same, like, imagine this is a wall and I'm here and I would always come 50% closer. Like I'm 50% closer and 50% closer. Like I would always walk towards the wall, but like imagine I'm an atom. I would never touch the wall. And that just blows my mind. And then I have the flame. Leonard Cohen is brilliant. I'm actually so scared to like push certain writers because I was just thinking, oh my god, I hope he doesn't have a scandal. Like I hope I'm not promoting something bad, but I love his writing, and I looked into this. It looks so good and interesting. Anyway, now we're moving on to more fun stuff, which is my outfit. I'm in my classy era, okay? I'm like, it's 35 degrees. I don't care. I want to look so classy. I mean, okay, this is a bit see-through, so apart from that, I'm like, I'm gonna wear long pants, I'm gonna wear a long skirt, and honestly, I'm not sure if that's like, if it's made for me, because I would do so much to be half naked right now. Like, I would love a hot pan. When I was walking through New York in this outfit for like an hour, you cannot imagine the amount of sweat that's going on underneath here. Like, you don't want to know. And also, well, of course, when I wear white, I just can't. I can't wear it. But it's cute, so I want to show you because I was wearing it with this pretty little Chanel and my Miu Miu ballerinas, which I love so much. They're so comfortable. I remember when I saw them, I was like, I have to have them. Obviously, you don't have to have anything, but it was love at first sight. And that kind of rarely happens nowadays with me with clothing or shoes. I really haven't been shopping lately, so it's nice when I get this excited about stuff again. Well, the irony is, I also brought my e-reader. So, well, Xenia, there's just a book for every occasion, you know? You feel me? This is a nice little spot. I really recommend you to come here, but maybe not when it's so hot. Oh, and by the way, I started reading and I passed out so hard. Bye.